You know it? I mean,
Yeah, and artists, I know it, and they always go through the different regions. That's I
oh,
always find
that's
it
really
fascinating. Have you been there? They go through the different clothes and music and the different dances. So I think they have a
yeah,
group
yeah,
of usually three girls and three guys who dance, and then they have live musicians, and yeah, that's
yeah,
fun.
yeah. She's one of them actually, the one I danced with.
Okay, yeah, and Binyam, I've been a couple of times, never out of Addis, so I don't know if that counts. Okay, so down to more boring stuff. So no interim submission today. Interim submission is on Thursday, this coming Thursday, and then next Tuesday. There's a talk, and I think it'd be relevant to everyone who's here to look at the all technical channel on Slack, talking about how to run offline, including with large data sets. So I was discussing with Hadi yesterday about data sets and how do we run large ones, and Emmanuel has provided at least one solution. I think it's useful for everyone to have a look at that. How do you run even with using on Colab, even if your internet drops? So please do participate in the discussion, ask questions, and let's make use of all the resources that we have available to us. Um, there's a talk today at 3 p.m. from actually a friend of mine, Andreas Matt, and he's going to talk about, so he's, this ship game that we talked about, so that's what he's working on. So they're talking about visualizing mathematics, but he's going to talk about the mathematics of natural language processing. And I talked to him last night, he's very interested in, he is familiar with different, I would say really come to that with an open mind, and he's interested in the mathematics that underlie everything that we're doing. And so he's a resource. He's somebody who wants to get involved and he wants to contribute. The question, he's just wants to know how he can be useful. So today's discussion will be very open-ended. That's today at 3 p.m. Rwanda time. But come prepared, come ready to talk about math, and come ready to ask a lot of questions. And he is a valuable resource person. So the more questions we ask, then I think we'll be able to have further sessions. And
Is that 3 p.m. Rwanda time?
at 3 p.m. Rwanda time, yeah. It should be in the schedule. But yeah, 3 p.m. Rwanda time today. And so Yevabel is away this week, and Oswald may not be online today, but there's a request in the resources channel. So our plan is to put up a wiki. So we wanted to get this done at the start. We didn't manage. We wanted to have one place where all of the stuff that we've put together, resources, links, things that explain different things well, are available both to us as a community, to other people in future, and that we can link back to. So we've asked for volunteers to kind of beta test the system. This is the complete opposite of what we've done with Slack. With Slack, we just bought an off-the-shelf cloud system where we're just using an off-the-shelf cloud system. This one we're building ourselves, so there will be some technical issues. So the beta testers, Oswald is ill today, so when he's back online, he's going to reach back out to you. And that's it from my side. Jean, you're on mute.
Okay, so hi family. I hope you are doing great. Yeah, I will not talk. I will not talk more than Aaron, but I will just say, as we are working on the competition, we are also thinking, as we gave a lot of tutorial last couple of weeks, so we are also thinking, we are just looking at the competition and just talking about some of the tutorial we can give you over the two coming weeks to help you, like, to guide you in the, yeah. Okay, the glasses, I forget. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll come with that later. Yeah, because the professor we've had classes don't look really like a professor, right? Okay. Yeah, so we are thinking about the tutorial. I also want to give you time to focus working on your challenge, your competition, because I know it's at the same time a lot of things. But definitively, I will communicate you, or Usman will too. Maybe at the end of the day, we'll communicate you like a timeline for the the tutorial we will be doing this week. Maybe 2 or 3 for this week. Yes, and then the following week we will just let you know by the end of the week. So apart from this, I hope you are doing. Yesterday, you have a great talk with Gideon and Usman on the challenge. So I hope this helped you. And if you still have any question, just be proactive, interactive on Slack too. And so if I saw you have a lot of questions, I can just organize another talk about around the competition so that we can just discuss to make it clear. Yeah. So if anything else, just reach out to me, Usman or Mustafa also. So we are here to help. Yeah, that's all in myself. So are we doing the stand up like how Aaron?
Yeah, we'll do the
Okay.
stand up
So
just seeing if there's any announcements from the
yeah,
team
yeah.
first.
Yeah. So you
Uh,
guys know the process. How you doing? What blocked you? How you doing this time? What do you plan to do also? So I know you are doing the competition, but just tell us like how are you progressing? How do you feel? And compared to last week, so I know one of the competition of this week is actually the last week competition. So we just want you to improve your score so that you can just maybe win the prize because yesterday we said it's both important both are important, money and knowledge. So I think if you can just improve yourself so that you get the prize, and you can also work in groups for the competition on Kaggle, for example, and also for the last week, I saw some of you are already working in group, and that's great because I think if you make your efforts, you could just win. So do not hesitate. And now let's share where you are about the competition. How are you doing? What do you plan to do next? And, yeah. So I will. Well, Kevin, Kevin Carabia, can you tell us how are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Oh, um, that was a surprise. I'm not usually the first one. So I was like, who is Lawal? So for me, so far yesterday was going through the challenge
Mm-hmm.
and the documents, how it's hosted on Kaggle and the Zindi one, and also forming a group. Like last week, I was working alone, and I was at a disadvantage since I was working alone, and decided to join a team. So yesterday, I found the team and I joined the team, and yeah, we're looking forward to improving the score of the team on last week's challenge and working with the team together on the current challenge, and also looking forward to working on challenge alone. I don't think there's going to be any blockers since we're already familiar with how it's supposed to be. We've learned about through the other weeks, and we're going to apply that in these coming weeks. And if there's a blocker, of course, you're going to ask. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Yes. So Emmanuel already nominates guys. Lawal, Emmanuel, take your place. So Ada is the next session. Ada. So
Oh,
if, yeah.
good morning.
Good morning.
So it's a good week and hoping all of you are doing fine. Right now, I'm editing my portfolio after some instructions from Aaron. So that's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Ada, your
I just
video.
wanted to make a comment on. Sorry, I'm going to jump in here. Yeah, in terms of career your portfolios, I've made some comment in the careers channel. So I've reviewed maybe 5 or 6 of them, and I made have a look at the comment there. I think some people, everyone should really proofread carefully and maybe send it to a friend before you send it to me, because it's like showing up to meet somebody and your clothes don't match. Some people, they're using different fonts, different sizes, they're sending weird stuff. Please have a look before you send it out. And keep in mind, even as useless and annoying as CVs are, it's still useful. It's still important. Even if it seems useless, it's still important.
Yeah. Okay. So the next question is Anastasia.
Hello, good morning. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, okay.
So personally, what I've just been doing is going through the challenges, the one from Zindi and the one at Fedwas. I've just finished going through to know what I'll be doing. Yeah, I'm planning on starting after this stand up. Yeah, that's it for me. It's not much going on.
Sure. Yeah. Good. So Biniam. Biniam is the next.
Binyam's he's typed his response in.
Yeah. Okay. So in the meantime, I will call Combo and Elvis.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. Good morning.
That's a new
I've
picture.
given-
Combo.
Yeah. Okay. Given 10% of my attention to Zindi competition, and also I've had a look at Kaggle one. So right now I'm taking my attention to the portfolio, and later I will continue with Zindi. Thank you.
Okay. So Emmanuel, someone nominate you.
You have to say the name
good
properly.
morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, spell the name now, please. Sorry. So, good morning, everyone.
Are you
I've been
talking?
working.
Okay.
Okay, I've been working on the ZD challenge. Like I've not had time to look at the cargo at all. I'm looking at. I think it's going to be very scary, so I've not checked it out at all. So I'm going to check it out maybe today or tomorrow.
Okay.
So basically, I'm just working with the ZD challenge. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. So Ryle is the next. Ryle. If I'm not sure, then I will call Claire. Is Claire here? Oh, so Lawal.
So yeah, hello everyone.
Yeah. Hey.
Surprising, my service is not messing up today on my mic too. I guess it's one of those things. So yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Aha. Okay. Claire is there. Claire, then can you talk
morning.
just after Lawal? As he already started. Just after Lawal. Okay, Lawal, go on. Yeah.
Okay, right. So yeah, thank you everyone for yesterday. I mean, so I was able to go through the YouTube video and well, it was nice, and I went through the video as well. So yeah. So well, yesterday, obviously I couldn't do much. I was busy celebrating in my own way. So and reminiscing on the whole year. So well, and apparently as well, this morning I was trying to do something about the website so that I can submit either today or tomorrow. So and I had to go through the whole training project, which is really nice, and I'm really proud of the progress I've been able to make. And because it's sometimes you don't know what you've achieved until you are trying to put up everything together in a CV or a portfolio and stuff like that. So yeah. And I mean, putting some of the things I've done in statements I feel like I'm saying too much of myself, but then I did it, not like I was lying. I mean, I did Bayesian bandits, even though it sounds so weird. So, so yeah. It's even though I'm not so grounded in it, at least I know what it is. So, and I yesterday night as well, I was able to go through the project, and I'll be starting today so that I can submit before Thursday and do something reasonable. So yeah, thank you very much to the 10 Academy team. Yeah, bye.
I just want to jump in there and say so I grew up in North America where people show off, and your goal at your CV is to show off. If you do nothing, if you're the head of a one-person team, you're the CEO. Here in Europe, if you kind of show that you've done something good, you're cut down. But remember what we said in the first week. We're here to earn our place on the team. Every piece of work that you've done, we're not making stuff up. If you've actually done something, you shouldn't be afraid to say, I have done this and I have learned this. So don't take it as showing off. But if you're actually able to do something, we need to put that in your portfolio, because people are not just going to hire nice people or humble people. We are here to get technically qualified jobs. So don't feel like you're showing off. Don't feel like you are overselling yourself. Also, don't oversell yourself, but write down exactly what it is that you've done and what you're able to do, and your portfolio will speak for itself. So let's find the right balance between, we don't want to show off, we don't want to undersell ourselves either. Let's write down exactly what it is that we've done, and we will, each of us will earn the places on the teams that we go on to join.
Sure. Okay, Claire. You are the next. Okay, she's not here. Patrick. Is Patrick here? Yeah. Stephanie? Now?
Oh. Is it my name? Yeah.
Yeah. You get that.
Okay. Thank you. So, to be honest, first, I'd like to thank God for this day. It's my birthday, and thank you everybody for all your best wishes, and it really meant a lot. It just ignited the birthday vibe, which seemed to be non-existent yesterday. And I would like to thank Ten Academy for everything you've done. I mean, everything you're doing. And I just cannot put this delicately, but I'll try. For example, one example can be I work late into the night most of the times on Friday to meet the deadlines on the next day. So, and in the middle of the night, I get temptations to sleep, and there's only one thing that keeps me stronger, and it is Aaron's message on all channel on all broadcast channel. It says leaderboard is updated, or it will only be updated tomorrow, and that tells me that the Ten Academy working. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we do.
Wow, you're freeze talking. So the Ten Academy theme is working very late into the night, even though you don't have much of, much on the line. So that keeps me stronger, and I tell myself, come on, you just cannot sleep. They're doing this without any gain, and you're thinking about sleeping. So, I make myself stronger and meet the deadline on the next day. And we're also, Prosper is also doing a great job. I mean, I'm making friends as each day goes by, and Lathome John is the latest addition, and thank you for that. Thank you to all my friends. And yesterday's session with Idris was just amazing, exceptional. I mean, we only think of improving ourselves in terms of the technical things, something like being a better data scientist, being a better mathematician. But at the end of the day, non-technical side is a really huge difference maker. I mean, he just, inserted that into our brains very deep. And now I'm really, really looking forward to every Monday for his sessions. And overall, thank you very much for 10 Academy. Thank you for giving us this wonderful opportunity. And I don't know what else to say. Thank you very much. And thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, go on, Patrick. Your question. You can type. In the meantime, I will call who else? Kevin.
Kevin went first, didn't he? Maybe Abu Bakr?
Yeah, Abu Bakr. Is he here? I didn't.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So Yes, yesterday I'm still working on the profile editing. I got some comment from Aaron yesterday. I want to say thank you to him, even though it's not really, I didn't do much about it, but he still corrected some, and he gave a really good remark at the end. So that inspires me. So I'm still correcting them. I looked at the cargo competition yesterday. It seems a little bit different, but I mean, we'll walk along with it. I joined the group yesterday. I also plan to start the churn prediction today as well. So that's everything. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Okay, John.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I think Emmanuel was just waiting for Nahum to mention my name so that he can he can suggest me. Okay, yesterday I didn't do much. Monday for me is usually normally okay, more of non-data science skills. So I attended the Idris, the CBA. Yeah, most of the things that I did was about that. Okay, today I simply take a look at the Zindi challenge, for the tank prediction. Yes, that's what I'm currently working on. Yes.
Okay. Okay, sure. So then, okay, prior dev is the last.
Yes, good morning.
Yes.
So I started actually yesterday I joined late. I missed most of the sessions. I had some things which I had to attend to, but I can say I'm on track. I've at least started. I've gone through the challenges, joined each competition, gone through the data sets, and yeah, I'm planning to start on the machine learning on the modeling parts today. Yeah, and start making my submission. So I feel yeah, fired up for this week. I'm looking forward to like do more on the machine learning part. I feel like I have a lot to learn in that particular area. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so then Patrick asked you the question. So Yusman and Mustafa, are you there? Okay. So
Yes, yes, I'm here. Yeah.
yeah. So did you saw Patrick question? He was asking.
I actually saw the question. So the initial plan yesterday, after having the session with the students, was that we have the feature engineering topic today at 3 p.m. Rwanda time. But now that there is, I think there's another talk at 3 p.m. Rwanda time. So I think I'll just go ahead and answer the question because I was supposed to discuss about feature engineering and everything today. But maybe I'll just go ahead and answer the question since I don't think there will be the session anymore today.
So I will add. Yeah. So I'll add that. So the question was about the difference between machine learning researcher and machine learning engineer. So the machine learning researcher is also the guy we can call the data scientist, the machine learning, yeah, data scientist or machine learning scientist or data scientist. Yeah, and those people are yes doing machine learning. They are just taking care of data, keep cleaning the data, and set up the machine learning model. So there are a lot of models, and those people are just taking care of from the data cleaning to the machine learning model building. And so the researcher is just because maybe the people can just have it depend on the background. So if your background is professional, so it's we must usually call it machine learning scientists or just data scientists. So, but if the background is actually research, then it could just be switches to machine learning researcher. So if you are doing data science in professional way, yes, just call it data science. But if you are doing it in research, you can also be call it data scientist, but you can just also be call it a machine learning researcher. So the way you set up the model from the data cleaning to the model building, yes, then you are doing machine learning. But if we want to talk about the machine learning engineer or the data engineer, so those people has like the background of those people is more likely software engineering. So it's more related to uh, data processing and model deployment. So the engineer, the data engineer or the machine learning engineer are not like most of time touching to the model building process, but they are more likely working on the things of about the deployment of the model or the way we process the data to make it ready for the data scientists to be used now in the modeling process. Yeah, so it's really depends. So if you are machine learning researcher is at the same level as data scientist or machine learning scientist, and they are about just cleaning the data using the data science methodology to build the model. When now the model is ready, the model should be deployed. And every time news data comes, the model should just take the data and do the computation and predict the result. So that part is most likely handled by the data engineer or the machine learning engineer. So this guy will just like focus on the deployment. And you guy at Ten Academy, you have been introduced to both. I admit you did most of the time machine learning because you are always doing explanatory data analysis, predictive analysis, model building, model performance checking. But you also did deployment. You have been introduced to deployment because I didn't remember the week, but you did machine learning and then you deploy using Heroku using web app development, for example. So this is the kind of job a data engineer or a machine learning engineer could just do. So it's focused on the, the deployment part. So depending on also your background. So if you are coming from statistics, for example, then a statistic of math or mathematics, yes, you can just choose to focus your career on like building explanatory analysis, building the model, checking the model performance, and make the model ready to be deployed. And if you are just coming from, if your background is computer science or application development or something related, you can just like take it in the other side, like doing more the kind of deployment. But definitively, you guys, depending on your portfolio, you can just apply for both because you have been introduced to both. You did both machine learning and then deployment of the machine learning. So the only part which is actually missing is how to get, for example, in telecommunication, there are some basic traffic data. So if you are actually doing a call. So there are something called a link CDR. So the CDR is actually recording all the traffic. So there are a lot of information, and this information are not actually structured. So the kind of data you use to analyze at Ten Academy, I guess it's structured data set. So now, how to actually take data from very dirty data and make it. So this is the other part of the data engineering. So the data processing. So there are like some ETL process like extract, transform, load. So we didn't teach that, but we can introduce you to that also. Maybe in yes, the week after the competition competition. So we are thinking about something related to database. So how can you actually manage? So, but I think also you have been introduced to that because you did test mining, and you know when you are collecting data from Twitter, so data don't didn't look at like clean. You just manage, you collect the data as it, and you manage, you clean it with pandas, and then you make it formatted as a data frame. So this process is actually what the data engineer sometimes used to do. And now the data scientists will just take it from there and then work on the data, answer some business question, or make a machine learning model to solve a problem. And when the machine learning model is there, the data engineer will just come and pick the model and make it valuable, make it deploy, maybe using a web app or a mobile app. So depending on, yes, the client. So this is what I can say. If someone has anything other to share, yes, I'm just go.
I added the question on the Slack channel, so maybe we can just, in the interest of time, take it offline. I added it to the general channel, but I think it's a fair question. And I think actually these types of questions are really useful as we start to figure out not just what we're doing, but how does it fit into the broader world. These questions are really
okay. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah. Good morning. Yeah, Mustafa.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted just to add on what you just said, which is really true. Between the difference between like machine learning engineer and machine learning researchers. So from my understanding, basically when you just talk about a researcher, so either in machine learning or in something else, those people, they mostly focus on the theory behind. Okay, let's say if like those people that are in the academy, for example, like uh, some people, they just mind like the mathematics behind machine learning. You know that people have been using here support vector machine, decision trees, random forests, but probably they don't know like the mathematics behind. Maybe there is a lot of mathematics, but in Python, you will just write a single Python code and you have everything. It does everything for you. Okay, so machine learning engineers, those people, they mostly focus on the application aspect. So they are just fitting models. They're like, even if the researchers come up with a model that they have developed theoretically, for me, the machine learning engineers are responsible of trying to implement those models in Python, like to make them useful, to make them useful, to make them like applicable in real life. So the engineers are mostly like handling problems related to real life, but researchers are mostly on the other side, like they just care about the theory behind the mathematics behind. So they are not they don't focus much about the application. Even if they know how to papers, they have theoretical results, like they have developed some mathematics, and then mathematically they have some results, because in terms of like uh, optimization, they come up with like a very 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 nice results. But this is different from what is happening in real life. Maybe they can try to implement this in real life and try to compare how it behaves, comparing with like what they got in the theory part. For example, if you have chosen to be like a machine learning engineer, I think maybe most of the time what you are actually doing is like working on the models, applying them, maybe implementing models, applying things, But if you have chosen to be in like the research part, there you have like you should like be ready to be challenged by the mathematics behind, like by the theory behind the machine learning or any other things. Like for me, this is what I understand from like if you just say something engineer and something researcher. So those researchers focus mostly on the theory part, the mathematics behind, I don't know. But the engineer part is those that are applying things in real life, as Jean just mentioned, using those models, doing deployment, doing whatever, taking data, carrying the data, you know, cleaning the data, fitting models, and then have some nice results in real life. So for me, this is also like a difference between when you say machine learning engineer and machine learning researcher.
Cool, super. I think yes, we can also continue on Slack if other people want to. Yeah. Cool. That's all in my side. So I think we are we are running over time. That is nothing. So Aaron, if you have something else to add, just do.
No, sounds good. All right, I'm gonna stop recording. Have a great day, everyone.
Okay.
We'll see you guys online. All right, thanks.